The fascination with the OJ Simpson saga weaves in and out of our consciousness like the slow-speed Bronco chase. Back in the headlines again as the People vs. OJ Simpson American Crime Story airs on cable channel FX.
I know how it ends.
But Tiffany Cochran doesn't need to watch the 10-part miniseries to know how it all played out, because she had the inside track from her father, the legendary Johnnie Cochran.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Tiffany Cochran.
Tiffany was a 24-year-old news anchor in South Carolina when her dad called her with the scoop that would dramatically alter her life.
He said, I've been asked to join the OJ Simpson defense team. And I said, okay, good for you. And he said, well, I think that it might impact our family, and I want to have a full discussion with you about it. I said, Dad, if you can make a difference, if you can help, I think you should do it, if that's what you want to do.
Remember these words. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
With his masterful legal arguments, Johnnie won an acquittal for Simpson, who was charged with the murder of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman.
You either liked him or you didn't like him. So the criticism then trickled down to me, because they were like, your dad is representing this monster, so he has to be a monster too. Then the death threats started coming in.
Death threats opening up the racial divide in America. Tiffany says she got so many threats, her dad hired her a bodyguard, and her TV station had to sweep for bombs every morning. Johnnie himself confirmed the death threats in a 1996 interview with TV's Extra.
We had a number of death threats during the trial. You know, we had a death threat communicated during my closing argument.
Tiffany says the trial became a huge distraction for her, so she took a leave of absence from her anchor job and moved to Atlanta, where she now delivers commentary for our affiliate partner WGCL. She says the producers of the Simpson miniseries didn't consult with her family.
Did you reach out to them on behalf of the family?
Yes, some of our family members said, you know, can we see what's going on? And then I think the statement was no. I did watch it, and I didn't go in thinking anything. I had a total open mind. Let's see where this goes. His first scene, he's in a closet. Kind of, it puts you on the mind of like what you'd see at your dry cleaners. So if they're trying to make it seem like he's a slickster who had all these clothes, I think that takes away again from the lawyer and his mission of trying to help people.
His toughest battle, an inoperable brain tumor, but still, Johnnie was able to walk Tiffany down the aisle. He died in 2005. Tiffany's daughter, Emmy, never met her grandfather.
She was so excited. She's like, there's Grandpa Johnnie. And I thought, so now I'm totally engaged, because now I'm like, okay, my own child sees the actor playing him and says, there's my grandfather.
And now there is a new film about Johnnie Cochran and another football player in the works. It's the story of Ron Settles, a rising football star from Cal State Long Beach. In 1981, Signal Hill, California, cops pulled Settles over for speeding. The next morning, Settles was dead, hanging in his cell, severely beaten. An autopsy showed he was choked to death. His parents hired Johnnie to sue the city, and he won the suit, getting the parents $760,000.
My dad joined the case, and he was able to prove that he was in fact murdered. So I think when you talk about his legacy, we're really not talking about representation of celebrities. We're talking about folks, everyday folks. The Settles family, they didn't have any money, they didn't come from any sort of wealth, but they were able to hire an attorney who fought for their child.
Tiffany says that's why her father's legacy is defined by more than snazzy suits, memorable moments in court,
It doesn't fit.
and the trial of the century.
He was a fighter for justice.